Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Ready? Great. Switch up.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Gun. Kill.
From the 31, Newton steps away to his left. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Even at the age of 30, Cam says it's just a number. Still a real threat running the football. We all know about the touchdowns, but ran for 488 yards last season. That was 4th among all NFL quarterbacks. He can still tote the mail.
Dante Fowler in on the stop. These two teams squaring off here in week 1. You might remember they used to be in that old NFC West division together from 1995 to 2001. The Falcons, Saints, and 49ers were also in there with the Rams and Panthers. And the Panthers recently, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes. They're trying to put him on the ground.
And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Gurley again here on first down. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now Goff gets this into the hands of Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9, Goff. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up,
Throwing on second down. Newton looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Throwing is Newton. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Gurley. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Hold on. Hey, kill. Check, 61. Matchbox lights.
Here's Gurley. Room here to run. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 87 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. From the 50, Newton. Going for the deep ball. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now a play fake here on first down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, John Johnson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Backed up now from their own 4 as they come up second down. To throw is gone. And that's complete to Cooks. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Cooks now in his second season with the Rams. He's had 4 straight years over 1,000 yards. He had 2 with the Saints, 1 with New England, and then he went over 1,000 again last year with the Rams. 80 catches, 1,204 yards.
Hey, exit.
On first and 10, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
64, weak.
Now it's Gurley. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. On second down and 4, Goff. And he whips that one incomplete there.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Hey, Haywood.
Now Goff. A deep ball for Gurley. That's caught inside the 20. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice gain. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey, I-7.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They run. It's Gurley. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. We'll have scores from around the NFL. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald with a sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
14.
From the 29, Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 45 on second down, Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 3rd and 2, Newton. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Sets up 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before the break. Newton airing it out for Olsen. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple of yards up to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers, right?
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come on, QB, come on. DC. Switch gears. Whirling. Go. Mine's 59. Second turn.
Goal. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, but now it's third down.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one.
And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Samuel. A big play there for Carolina. 49 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
They'll try to run forward with Davis. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 4 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Yeah, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Louis. Check line 54. Line 54. Here we go.
Another carry now for Gurley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Rams.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
They'll run with McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. He's got the first down here inside the 30, and he'll be taken down at the 26. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nickel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Newton on first down. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his can fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From his goal line here, Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. They've got his man complete. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. And we're back now in Charlotte. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter.
17.
On first down, it's Gurley. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
This is McCaffrey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Collectively, great defense. It takes all 11, especially down here toward the goal line.
The call comes in, and the call essentially says all 11 have to make a play here. You have to show toughness. We just saw it there.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have taken the lead. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win, because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Throwing on 3rd, gone. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down. Now a run with McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
20.
From the gun, here's Newton. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of...
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a 4th quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's gone. And it's caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. From 19 yards away, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Zuerlein now for the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Let's see what you got.
McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
That one covers 29 yards, first down. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Mark 54. Mark 54. In your face.
Now it's Newton. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
54, right there, right there.
Newton. Eluding the pressure right. They will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 7 yards away, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Extra point try good by Gano, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now Goff. Now a desperation throw deep. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. And even 40 yards. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside, or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. First throw in overtime for Gone. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Oh, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now Newton with his first throw in OT. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete here.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Newton now to throw. And that's caught. It's Hogan. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game. Partner, a great game. Not only did this one,